All right, so this one is going to be a little bit about my mom and dad, and sort of go into some memories of Mexico. So my dad's name is Guillermo Padilla, and my mom's name is Francisca Osuna. Um, let's see. So specifically speaking about their background, a little bit about visiting Mexico. I visited Mexico a few times when I was younger. The last time I went, um, I don't know. I guess I just didn't like Mexico. It just didn't jive with me. uh, so the last time I went, I would think I was like 14, 15, and I just told, or 16, somewhere around there, and I told my mom, like, hey, I'm just going to go back to LA. Um, and yeah, I was kind of dead set of just coming back from Nayarit, Mexico. That's where they're from. Um, Both my mom and my dad. My dad is from La Guasima, and my mom is from San Felipe. So it's like a 15-minute car ride from my dad's village to my mom's village. But yeah, I got a bus ticket and took the bus back to LA. Put on my Walkman and just listened to, I think it was like Michael Jackson at the time, and just and just kind of decided to come back home to LA. And it was weird because on the way back, um, some police, they actually got me out of the bus, and they were like, "Where are your papers?" And I sort of arrogantly said, "What papers? I don't need papers to travel in Mexico." And I guess they noticed that I wasn't going to budge, and part of that, looking back, was pretty dangerous, pretty boneheaded. Um, but I felt like I just had to come back, and that's just what had to be done. So, so I just came back, and I haven't gone back to my parents' state since. I've gone to Mexico City before, but um, not to the state. but but the earliest memory that I've have, and it's weird because I actually just stayed with my dad's side more than my mom's side, just because I don't know. I like the wildlife. I like playing with the cows, playing with the chickens. One of the earliest memories I have is messing with one of the chicks, and the mom chicken started attacking me. So I started bolting and running away from it, and that was pretty terrifying. But the weird thing about that, what stands out about that is I was super young, and it feels like a dream now. But when I came back home, my dad had shaved off his mustache, and I didn't know who he was. And I felt so lost. I felt so weirded out. So I started crying. After a while, I realized it was my dad. But for them, it was pretty funny. For me, it was terrifying. The other things that I like about Mexico was sitting outside with my grandparents and my uncles, and late at night, like around 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, everybody would go outside and sit around the front porch and just start, talking about stories. And that was really cool. And that was really cool. I used to love that. We would talk about spooky stories and just things that just didn't resonate. And it was cool because I like being there because my grandmother had this old mystery book. It was like super thick, and it had like these weird stories in them, like how Pope met Satan and how they spoke about these different things. That has always fascinated me. Um, I don't know why. The other thing that stands out is going over to my uncle's, mi tío Fernando's place, and just hanging out there. Hanging out with Betsaida. That's my cousin, and seeing her step and squish like bugs with her feet. That was pretty gross, but it was funny. Um, and then playing with the cow. That was cool. And just going over to the store that was there and just buying stuff and just hanging out. I mean, I guess good memories. But yeah, I haven't gone back. It's weird too because I know they want to reach out and talk to me, but I guess the language barrier. I don't really know how to break it, and that stops me. And two, I don't think I'm that fascinating. I don't really have much to talk about. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't know why, but yeah. So I'll leave it there and see if I can talk about sort of my mom's side next time.